Hey everyone, welcome to Podcast by MrB. I'm MrB, and I'm here with the always wonderful Anna. Anna, how are you today?
I'm great, Mr. B. Thanks for asking. And you know what? That's actually a perfect way to start today's episode because we're going to talk about basic English conversations for beginners.
Exactly. And speaking of starting things right, before we dive in, we'd really appreciate it if you could hit that like button, leave us a comment, and subscribe to our channel. It helps us create more content like this for you.
Yes, please. And if you're a beginner, don't worry. We're going to make this super easy and fun. No complicated grammar rules today, just practical phrases you can use right away.
That's right. So Anna, let's imagine someone is just starting to learn English. They want to have basic conversations, but don't know where to begin. Where should they start?
Great question. I always say start with greetings. These are the first words you'll say when you meet someone, so they're super important.
Absolutely. The most basic greeting in English is hello. Everyone knows this one, right? It's simple, it's universal, and it works in any situation.
Yes, but here's the thing. We have so many ways to greet people in English. You can say hello, hi, hey, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening.
Right. And they're all slightly different. Hello is more formal. You might use it in professional settings or when meeting someone for the first time. Hi is more casual and friendly.
Exactly. And hey is even more casual. You'd use it with friends or people your age. I wouldn't say hey to my boss, for example.
Good point. And then we have the time-specific greetings. Good morning is used from when you wake up until about noon. Good afternoon is from noon until evening, around 5 or 6 p.m.
And good evening is from evening onwards. But here's something interesting. We don't really say good night as a greeting. We only say it when we're leaving or going to bed.
Oh, that's such an important point. I've heard many learners say good night as a greeting, and it sounds a bit strange to native speakers.
Exactly. So remember, good night means goodbye, not hello.
Perfect. Now, after you say hello, what comes next? Usually people ask, how are you?
Yes, this is probably the most common question in English. How are you? And there are many variations. How's it going? How are you doing? What's up? They all mean basically the same thing.
Right. And here's the key for beginners. When someone asks, how are you? They're not always expecting a detailed answer. It's often just a polite greeting.
So true. The most common responses are simple. I'm good, thanks. How are you? Or I'm fine, thank you. And you? Or even just good, thanks.
Exactly. You don't need to tell them about your entire day. Just keep it simple and polite. Although if you're having a great day, you could say, I'm great, or I'm doing really well.
And if you're not having the best day, you could say, I'm okay, or not bad. But honestly, most of the time, people just say good or fine.
Perfect. Okay, so we've greeted someone and asked how they are. Now comes the introduction. Anna, how do beginners introduce themselves?
The simplest way is just to say, my name is, or I'm. For example, my name is Anna, or I'm Anna. Super easy.
Yes. And after you introduce yourself, you can add, nice to meet you, or it's a pleasure to meet you. These are polite phrases that show you're happy to meet the person.
Exactly. And the other person will usually respond with, nice to meet you too, or the pleasure is mine. These are just standard polite responses.
Right. Now let's say you want to know the other person's name. How do you ask politely?
You can simply ask, what's your name? Or more formally, may I ask your name? Or what should I call you?
Perfect. And if you didn't hear their name clearly, don't be shy. You can say, sorry, I didn't catch your name. Or, could you repeat that, please?
Yes, it's much better to ask again than to pretend you heard and then not know their name.
Absolutely. Okay, so now you've exchanged names. What's next in a basic conversation?
Usually people ask about what you do, your job or your studies. Someone might ask, what do you do? Or what do you do for work?
Right. And if you're working, you can answer, I'm a teacher, or I work as an engineer, or I work for a tech company.
And if you're a student, you say, I'm a student. And you can add where you study. I'm studying at Harvard, or I'm studying medicine.
Perfect. And here's a useful tip. After you answer, you can ask the same question back. What about you? Or, and you, what do you do?
Yes, that's so important. Conversations are two-way. You answer, then you ask them back. It keeps the conversation flowing naturally.
Exactly. Now, another common topic is where you're from. People often ask, where are you from? Or where do you come from?
Right, and you can answer simply, I'm from Japan, or I come from Brazil, or I'm originally from Mexico, but I live in the US now.
That last one is useful if you've moved. Originally from shows where you were born, and but I live in shows where you are now.
Exactly. And after they tell you where they're from, you can show interest by saying, "Oh, that's interesting," or "I've always wanted to visit there," or "That sounds amazing."
Great responses. These phrases show you're engaged in the conversation and interested in what they're saying.
Yes, speaking of showing interest, let's talk about some useful reaction phrases that beginners can use.
Good idea. When someone tells you something positive, you can say, "That's great," or "That sounds wonderful," or "How exciting."
And if someone tells you something unfortunate, you can show sympathy with, "I'm sorry to hear that," or "That's too bad."
Right. And if someone tells you something surprising, you might say, "Really?" or "No way," or "Are you serious?"
Yes, these little reactions make you sound more natural and engaged in the conversation.
Absolutely. Now, let's talk about hobbies and free time. This is another super common conversation topic. Anna, how do you ask someone about their hobbies?
You can ask, "What do you like to do in your free time?" Or "What are your hobbies?" Or simply, "What do you do for fun?"
Perfect. And when you answer, you use phrases like "I like," or "I enjoy," or "I love."
Yes, for example, "I like reading," or "I enjoy playing tennis," or "I love watching movies."
Great examples. And you can add details. "I like reading, especially mystery novels," or "I enjoy playing tennis on weekends."
Exactly. Details make the conversation more interesting. And after you share your hobbies, you can ask, "What about you? What do you like to do?"
Perfect. And here's a useful phrase. If someone mentions a hobby you also enjoy, you can say, "Me too," or "Same here," or "I love that too."
Yes, it's a great way to find common ground. People love discovering shared interests.
Absolutely. Now, let's talk about some other useful phrases beginners should know. Anna, what if someone says something you don't understand?
Great question. You can politely say, "I'm sorry, I don't understand," or "Could you repeat that, please?" or "Could you speak more slowly, please?"
Yes, there's no shame in asking for clarification. Native speakers do it too. And if you need someone to explain something, you can say, "What does that mean?" or "Can you explain that?"
Exactly. And here's another useful one. If you didn't hear something clearly, you can say, "Pardon?" or "Sorry?" or "Excuse me?"
Right. These are all polite ways to ask someone to repeat themselves. Now, what about agreeing or disagreeing with someone?
If you agree, you can say, "I agree," or "Absolutely," or "Definitely," or "That's true," or even just "Yes."
And if you disagree politely, you might say, "I'm not sure about that," or "I see it differently," or "That's an interesting point, but..."
Yes. That last one is great because you acknowledge their opinion before giving yours. It's polite and respectful.
Exactly. Being polite is so important in English conversations. Okay, let's talk about thanking people. This is something beginners need all the time.
The basic phrase is "thank you" or "thanks," but you can add emphasis with "thank you very much," or "thanks so much," or "thank you very much indeed."
Right. And when someone thanks you, you respond with, "You're welcome," or "No problem," or "My pleasure," or even "Anytime."
Yes. And here's a casual one young people use a lot. "No worries." It's very friendly and relaxed.
I use that one all the time. Okay, now let's talk about apologizing. How do beginners say sorry?
The most common is simply "sorry" or "I'm sorry," but you can make it stronger with "I'm so sorry" or "I'm really sorry."
Right. And for small things like bumping into someone slightly, you can just say "sorry" or "excuse me." But for bigger things, you'd say "I apologize," which is more formal.
Exactly. And when someone apologizes to you, you can say, "That's okay," or "No problem," or "Don't worry about it."
Perfect. Now, let's talk about making small talk. This is those casual conversations about simple topics. What are some safe topics for beginners?
Weather is always safe. You can say, "Nice weather today, isn't it?" Or "It's really cold today," or "What beautiful sunshine."
Yes, the weather is the universal small talk topic. Everyone talks about the weather.
Huh, so true. Other safe topics are asking about someone's day. "How's your day going?" Or "Did you have a good weekend?"
Right. And if you're in a specific place, you can mention that. "This coffee shop is nice, isn't it?" Or "Have you been here before?"
Yes.
These are easy conversation starters that anyone can use. Okay, now let's talk about ending a conversation politely.
Good point. You can't talk forever, so how do you end a conversation gracefully?
You can start wrapping up by saying, "Well, it was nice talking to you," or "I should probably get going," or "I don't want to take up any more of your time."
Perfect. These phrases signal that you're ready to end the conversation without being rude.
And then you can say, "It was a pleasure meeting you," or "Let's keep in touch," or "Hope to see you again soon."
Yes, and finally, you say goodbye. The most common ones are goodbye, bye, see you later, take care, or have a great day.
Exactly. And if you want to be extra polite, you can say, "It was lovely to meet you. Take care." It leaves a nice impression.
Absolutely. Okay, Anna, let's do a full practice conversation from start to finish so our listeners can hear how it all comes together.
Great idea. Okay, let's pretend we just met at a coffee shop. You start.
All right. Hi there. Is this seat taken?
No, please sit down.
Thanks. I'm MrB, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I'm Anna. How's it going?
Pretty good, thanks. Just taking a break from work. What about you?
Same here. I've been studying all morning and needed some coffee. What do you do?
I'm a podcast host and English teacher. I help people learn English. What do you study?
Oh, that sounds really interesting. I'm studying linguistics at the university. I love languages.
That's great. We have something in common then. What do you like to do in your free time?
Well, I enjoy reading and hiking. How about you?
I love reading too, especially mystery novels. What kind of books do you like?
Me too. I'm actually reading a mystery novel right now, Small World.
That's awesome. Well, it was really nice meeting you, Anna. I should probably get back to work.
Yes, me too. It was a pleasure talking to you. Maybe we'll run into each other again.
I hope so. Take care, Anna.
You too. Bye.
Perfect. See how natural that was? We used all the phrases we talked about today.
Exactly. We greeted each other, introduced ourselves, asked about jobs and hobbies, found common ground, and ended the conversation politely.
Right. And notice how we kept it simple and friendly. That's the key for beginners. You don't need fancy vocabulary or complex grammar. Just these basic phrases work perfectly.
So true. And the more you practice these conversations, the more natural they become. At first, you might need to think about what to say, but eventually it becomes automatic.
Absolutely. Okay, everyone. Let's do a quick recap of the main phrases we learned today.
For greetings, we have hello, hi, pay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, how are you, how's it going, what's up.
For introductions, my name is, I'm, nice to meet you, it's a pleasure to meet you. What's your name?
For talking about jobs, what do you do? I'm a, I work as, I work for, I'm a student.
For hobbies, what do you do in your free time? I like, I enjoy, I love. What about you?
For reactions, that's great. That sounds wonderful. How exciting. I'm sorry to hear that. Really? No way.
And for ending conversations, it was nice talking to you. I should get going. It was a pleasure meeting you. Take care. Have a great day. Goodbye.
Perfect. And remember, everyone, practice makes perfect. Try using these phrases in real conversations.
Exactly. And here's your homework. Yes, we're giving you homework. We want you to write a short conversation in the comments using at least 5 phrases we taught you today.
Yes, it's great practice, and we'll read every comment and give you feedback.
And if you found this episode helpful, please give it a like and share it with your friends who are learning English.
Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss our future episodes. We have so many more topics coming up.
Thank you so much for listening, everyone. Remember, learning English is a journey, and every conversation is a step forward.
You've got this. Keep practicing, stay positive, and don't be afraid to make mistakes.
Until next time, take care, everyone.
Bye.
Goodbye.